Hey everybody, it's me Richard with Nightmares, Tears, Anyone. It is Sunday. Guess what? Old man Leatherface is back. And I mean old man. Come back after the intro. Hey, so before I get into today's review of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I want to tell you guys, if you guys are like me and you love horror as much as I do, please subscribe to the channel down below. You're watching on your phone, your tablet, or there's a red subscribe button right there. Ring that bell, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, and then turn the notifications on. Hit that bell with all, so you get a notification of when I post another one, so you don't miss out on any horror. So you guys, let's get into today's review. Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Richard. So, with it being Sunday, February 20th, oh my God, you guys. Friday night, Netflix debuted this movie. Well, it was actually made in 2021. 2022's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, where do I start? First off, I need a sip of coffee from the Evil Queen. Yeah. Thanks, you guys. So, where do we start? Oh my God. So, in 1974, Tobe Hooper made a movie that will forever live in horror infamy as being one of the most disturbing and scariest films, right behind The Exorcist. Yes, it was 1974's original horror classic, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, with the famous tagline, "Who will survive, and what will be left of them?" Yeah. And then there was another tagline, "What happened is real. Now the motion picture that's just as real." Yeah, Rex Reed called it one of the most horrifying, terrifying movies ever made. It still creeps the shit out of me today. So, now, almost 50 years later, 48 years later, oh Lord, yeah, we get a movie from Bulgaria, the only movie, the second movie in the 9-film franchise to be filmed in Bulgaria. The first one was 2017's Leatherface, which was terrible, terrible, terrible. Now we get this one. Oh my God, you guys! It's only 80 minutes long. 3 minutes of credits makes it 83 minutes long. This movie is so bad. Oh my God, it is the worst horror movie we've ever seen. Both Bruce and I trudged through this 80 minutes with the most, oh my God, it was so boring. So, it's supposed to be the only true sequel to the 1974 original horror classic. Oh my God, this movie is so bad. If you guys have seen this trailer art for it, yeah, this neon painted color thing of Leatherface's face, I could never understand when I saw that poster art what all the colors were for. After seeing this trash piece of a film, it makes sense. I'm not going to give any spoilers away here. Now, you have to think, if this is a sequel, Leatherface would be nearly damn 70 years old. This man's got the prettiest hands and the most beautiful skin on his arms. If he was 70, Hell, me being almost 62, I hope I'm in that quick a shape as Leatherface is. Now, speaking of other characters, the only way this film could be a sequel is the fact that they brought back the character of Sally Hardesty. Now, with Marilyn Burns, the original actress who played Sally Hardesty in the first one, passing away, we couldn't put her in this new trash piece of a movie. Now, it's just called Texas Chainsaw Massacre, not the Texas Chainsaw Massacre or nothing, it just, it was very graphic and very gory. Yes, I have to give it that. It's a very gory film, but it is so stupid and so dumb. There's no suspense. There's no scares in it at all. We didn't even laugh once. I did cringe one time. There's a scene with like a pickaxe sledgehammer. Just because the killing, that murder was so graphically portrayed on screen, that was the only good thing I liked about the movie. The movie is about this young group of young adults. They're supposed to be investors. Now, they are going to Harlow, Texas. It's a burned out ghost town. It's supposedly where the Sawyer family, or whatever the hell the Leatherface's family is going by now, did some murders back then. Now, there is nothing in this film that is from the original. The very first, I think, probably minute and a half of the movie just shows clips that were edited from the first movie so poorly with scenes from the sequels put into it. And then it says, spend the next hour watching whatever news channel's true unsolved murder of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then Sally Hardesty, oh my God, she lives in this big old farmhouse that they try to make look like the original farmhouse in the original one. But we know, if you saw Texas Chainsaw 3D, which I thought was a good sequel, they burned the house down, and they rebuilt the original house, because now, if you know, the original house from the first movie is now a breakfast, a restaurant that is very successful. And yes, it plays off the fact that it was the house from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It has been moved from its original location. Now, back to this tragic, stupid ass movie that I would not recommend to anybody to watch. If you just want to watch a gore fest for 80 minutes, yeah, watch it. But Sally Hardesty, she hears, oh Lord, she hears this group of people are coming to town, so she's bound determined to go see Leatherface again. It's been 50 years since she saw him. Now, the actress that plays Sally Hardesty is so bad in this movie. If you took if you took a really bad Italian horror film, mixed it with a Trauma Toxic Avenger movie, and then threw in some graphic murders, this is what you get with this piece of shit. Yeah, like I said, it was made in Bulgaria. It was made on a very cheap budget. It didn't get the licensing to be released in theaters, so of course Netflix debuted it. The Leatherface character isn't even scary. He wears this face that he rips off at the beginning of the movie, of this character that wasn't even scary looking. I mean, the original Leatherface mask was terrifying. And I still think back to 1974 when Leatherface had that mask on, he's going, yeah, that's terrifying. This movie, there was nothing terrifying or scary in this movie. This movie is pure shit. And if you guys know what the Razzie Awards are, the Razzie Awards are given out every year for the worst films ever made. If this movie does not get the most Razzie Awards ever given to a film, and if this does not win the worst acting in the worst film of the year, someone's on some serious bad drugs here. Now, There is a post-credit scene that, fast forwarded or whatever, if you want to go through all the Bulgarian cast and all that, you could tell the acting, the cast in this film, but there's this group of 3 or 4 young people in their mid-20s. One of them's got a sister who was bullied in high school. She's a mess. They're going to bring this busload of rich investors to this ghost town, and they think they're going to rebuild this ghost town a la the new or the remake of House of Wax, which I thought was very well done. Even though it had Paris Hilton in it, it was still a great film, I thought. This movie takes too much from House of Wax remake. There's an old theater. Now, this town has been abandoned for like close to 50 years, but voila, all the neon on the theater works, all the lights work. Wow, imagine that. The neon on this theater is so modern. That's why I had to wear my Xanadu shirt today. Yes, I wore 1980s Xanadu shirt because the theater and the lights in this town reminded me so much of Xanadu, but it was just the worst movie ever made. But they have this tore up, beat up ass, big, huge bus that's not like a double-decker bus. Like halfway in the middle, it raises up and then is longer. These wannabe millennials or rich people or whatever they want to be, they drive this bus and they have it set up like a neon blue inside with neon lights, like a stripper pole bar, something you would see on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But they take these rich investors to this town. Now there's an orphanage there. Yeah, an orphanage. Now we're just ripping off Guillermo del Toro's The Orphanage. Yeah, there's this orphanage there, and supposedly Leatherface has been hiding out there forever since he was, a young adult. He's been hiding out there in this orphanage to, kind of blend in. Oh Lord, you guys, the photography, the scenery, everything is so bad. The acting is terrible. And if you guys don't crack your ass up at the Sally Hardesty character, wow, you guys must have loved Meg Foster's portrayal of her character in Jeepers Creepers 3. The lady that plays Sally Hardesty in this looks almost as bad as Meg Foster did in JC3. She's not as drug addicted looking as Meg Foster was, but the lady that plays Sally Hardesty is the worst actress in the world. Phyllis Diller could have did a better job in this movie if she was still alive. So I'm not going to harp anymore about this terrible movie. I can't recommend it. I gave it 0 stars or 0 stabbies. I would give it 2 stars for the gore, but the gore is so overdone. It's just one after another, after another, after another. You know what's going to happen to him before it even happens. And you want to see some bad, stupid scenes where you say, oh my God, that person's still alive? Give me a fucking break. You really have to suspend your reality beliefs to this, because this is so bad. It's so bad. But I've been talking to some people online about it. All of us fans of the 74 original just think this movie was a joke. They just released it to Netflix to try to make some pocket money back. But terrible, you guys. Yeah, I'm Richard with Nightmares, Tears, Anyone. This movie will never give anybody nightmares. Not even a 5-year-old kid. A 5-year-old kid is smart enough to say, oh my God, that's so cheesy. But yeah, take care, you guys. Have a good week ahead of you. And as always, pick up a good scary book or watch a good scary movie. Have great nightmares. Live your life like a book. Just don't turn that last page, you guys, because once you do, it's over. Yeah. Take care, you guys. I'm Richard. I'll see you in the next video, you guys.